This is a 1970 Royal Enfield Series 2 Interceptor 750, arguably the most iconic Royal Enfield parallel twin that the British company ever produced. And it was an export-only model. Between 1968 and 1970, it found its home in California, where it was the darling of the surfers and those that loved the freewheeling late 1960s lifestyle there. Now, interestingly, this machine was developed by a four-man team only. Can you believe that? There was the designer, the draftsperson, the development engineer, and the development test rider. And just look at what they came up with. Absolutely gorgeous styling and real badass attitude. It was also the first Royal Enfield that had wet sump lubrication and, looking down the front there, an oil cooler. Now, these motorcycles were not built at the Royal Enfield Redditch factory. That closed in February 1967. However, the company had a second plant that was opened in World War II, 100 miles away in Wiltshire. It was known as the Royal Enfield Underground Factory because it was actually down a mine shaft 100 feet underground to be protected from Luftwaffe bombing. And that's where this Interceptor was built. Between 1968 and 1970, these machines were exported solely to North America and to Australia, vast countries where size and power mattered. And certainly this had it. 55 brake horsepower, bags of torque, 120 miles an hour. And talking from personal experience, they're incredible to ride. You pull up a set of traffic lights too, and everybody looks at them. And then when you pull away, it's just got the most amazingly snarling exhaust note. This particular example is one of the very last made, as the Royal Enfield Underground Factory closed in July 1970.